What up, dudes? It's PixxelTrixx. Welcome to some Lucina folklore today. A Nintendo Direct just happened yesterday, and I thought we would go over it. I would talk about everything that happens, all the announcements, and what I think about it and whatnot. And we would just have some For Glory in the back. It's a pretty good set today. Get some salt today, too. For me, for my opponents, you'll see. People are gonna get mad at me. But, you know, it's all in good fun. So, yeah, Nintendo Direct happened. It was pretty interesting, man. It was just so nice to have that feeling again. It was like a year ago when we were all waiting for like Smash Bros. DLC to be announced. I had that feeling. It was nice to have again because I was just excited to see what they would announce and what would happen. It was cool. It was hosted by Yoshiaki Koizumi. Now, I don't really recognize this person. Maybe he was in a previous Direct or not. It's been so long, man. But, he was cool. Let's see. The first thing I want to talk about is their music choice. It's something I can only describe as, it was like trap music, but it was happy trap music. It was like poppy trap music. It was just really far out. Drums and it was just something else. Speaking of music, today's music in the video is Ike's Resolution from the Path to Radiance OST. Now, I chose this. It's my favorite Fire Emblem song that I've heard. I haven't played that many Fire Emblem games, but I haven't played one, Awakening, Lucina's game, so I thought this would be just as appropriate. Anyway, so the way this Direct happened was, first they focused on like the 3DS stuff, and then they moved on to the Switch when all that was said and done, because Nintendo was still supporting the 3DS, even though the Switch is kind of like the new 3DS because you can take it with you, but they stated that they're still, you know, adding on to stuff, which is cool, because I have a 3DS, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have that much for it, but first thing they started out with was Pokemon. They started pretty strong. They showed some new Pokemon stuff. They showed the Pikachu Garden, whatever that is. Showed a few new areas. A couple little details here and there. The Mantine looked to be the new ride Pokemon, which is cool. The ride Pokemon was a cool thing I enjoyed. I'm a little worried though, dude. Like, it looks so similar to Sun and Moon, which it's probably gonna be, right? Just with added stuff, but I hope this story's semi-different. I hope it's not just so cut and paste, but it's looking like it's gonna turn out to be that, but we'll see. You know, I guess I'm still getting it. They talked about pre-order bonuses for getting Pokemon. You can get a Lycanroc. That will turn into Lycanroc Dust form as pre-order bonus. And depending on what version you get, it'll have Thunder Fang or Fire Fang, and it also comes with Happy Hour. So that's pretty cool. And here's the real kicker. You also get this, 12 Quick Balls. Like, okay. Definitely, dude, sign me up. Like, you know what I mean? I just thought it was a little funny. Like Quick Balls. Like, no Master Balls. I guess that'd be a little too much, right? It was just a little funny to me. They showed Lunala and Solgaria, or whatever his name is, I forgot his name. The legendaries getting killed by Necrozma, getting absorbed rather. They showed off that a little bit. And then they were talking about the Silver and Gold versions, the originals, are coming to the Virtual Console. And if you own that, then you'll get Celebi as a bonus on your on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so that's pretty cool. If you're a Pokemon fan, Celebi is cool. It was really hard to obtain a legendary from back in the day, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Celebi is cool, man. Let's see. They're showing the new Ultra Beast. They look dumb. No, one of them's just a wall. All the oh, that was a sick kill from my opponent, by the way. That was awesome. I was so salty. I died at like 60%. That was pretty cool, though. This guy had a good midnight. But yeah, one of them's like a wall, and everyone's like, I love it. And I could just imagine the people who like make the Pokemon like sitting in a boardroom all huddled up together like, we need to make this. Like, what are we gonna do? And there's the one guy in the corner just like blank face looking at the wall like, I got it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny, but I don't know, it's interesting. I guess we'll see how that turns out. I hope there's a lot of new Pokemon, personally. We'll see. And finally, with the Pokemon theme, they announced a new 2DS. That looks pretty cool. It has like a Pokeball. It's Pokeball themed. Looks actually pretty neat. That was pretty much it for Pokemon. And then they started going down the list, and they weren't going into so much detail, but they announced Mario Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions remake for the 3DS. So yeah, Superstar Saga is going to remake for the 3DS, which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat, man. Because I know a lot of people really enjoy those games. And apparently, it's going to like have more content. There's a new mode called Minions Quest, where you actually play some of the bad guys and you're looking for Bowser. And it all seems pretty fun. There's new amiibos coming out for that. A Koopa Trooper amiibo and a Goomba amiibo. And yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. I'm sure people that are fans of the Mario RPGs are pretty excited to get their hands on that. So that's cool. I don't have any experience with the Mario RPGs myself, but it's cool. More 3DS titles is always a good thing. I'm assuming it's only like virtual. I don't... Oh no, it could get a physical release, right? Because there's amiibos. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But that's neat. Then after they announced another game, dude, and it seemed really interesting to me. It was Kirby Battle Royale. It's a new game for the 3DS that is like a battle style kind of versus mode where you fight another Kirby, like someone else is also Kirby, and you like grab powers and you try to beat each other up. There's different modes. Sometimes some of them are like Hoard the Gold mode, and there's gonna be online battles for that. That looks like it could have a lot of potential. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I want to check that out myself. So yeah, they announced that. They talked about that for a little bit, and then they also said Kirby's 25th anniversary is coming up, so they want people to go and vote for their favorite Kirby power-up of all time. So they have a poll on the Nintendo website. I need to go vote myself. What's your favorite Kirby power-up? Mine? Probably the UFO. Because it was just so OP back in the day from like the old school Kirby games. And every time I got it, I was just so happy because I would destroy everyone with it. And I thought it was just super neat. But yeah, so that's a cool theme. Kirby's 25th anniversary, man. Wow. Getting old, dudes. Let's see. Afterwards, they moved on to the Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters. This is the quote-unquote ultimate version of Yokai Watch 2, I guess. So apparently they're doing what they did with Pokemon, and they're just making an expansion to the second game, I guess, huh? I don't know, I never played any of the Yokai Watch, but they said, and I quote, "It's the biggest hit of Japan in years." And that you're missing out if you haven't tried it yet. It did have really cool music, I wrote down, so that's the thing. Oh, and apparently if you have the second one, you get a free update with new evolutions, new bosses, and a new mode, which is a lot of new stuff for free, which is cool. And apparently you can transfer data from that to the new game, so I don't know, not really my cup of tea, but I thought we'd just talk about it because, you know, they talked about it. Here's another game I don't know much about, but yeah, it's a Layton game, like the Professor Layton games. I haven't played any of them, but a lot of people say they're really cool. And it's the 7th main installment, and in this one, you play as Professor Layton's daughter, which is pretty cool. They also said you get like a exclusive dress in the 3DS version, I suppose. So that's neat. That's cool. Cool for people who enjoy that series. I'm sure they're pretty stoked. And then afterwards, they moved on to Minecraft. Yep, Minecraft on the 3DS, dudes. It finally happened. I'm actually surprised it wasn't already in the 3DS before. It was just funny, they were trying to sell it to you like you get survival mode and creative mode. I just thought that was funny. And I guess you get 5 skins, 2 texture packs, whatever. Oh, and another selling point was you can use the touch controls instead of the buttons if you want. And I was like, who would want that? That sounds awful. But, you know, it's Minecraft. I'm sure that's going to sell millions because it's Minecraft. It doesn't matter what platform it's on. People are going to want it. Yeah. I will admit, I do have 2 versions of Minecraft. Only 2. One on my PS3 and one on PC. So, I enjoy Minecraft. It's cool. I played hours of Minecraft. Okay, you got me. And I was like, now you fucked up. Now, this is where I start getting salty. You'll see. People are going to get mad. I was like, you unlocked the beast in my Lucina now. I was mega salty. Okay. Oh, okay, so after Minecraft, they started talking about this new kind of remake theme for the Mario Party minigames. It's called 100 Mario Party minigames, I guess. I don't think I wrote that down right. Well, it's a collection of the minigames from 1 through 10, all of the Mario Party games. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess they're all gonna be like remade looking and everything. That's pretty neat. And another cool thing about that is you only need 1 cartridge, and if like you have a family with 3DSs, you just need the 1 person to have it. So that's pretty cool. Like only 1 person needs the game and you play with your friends. So that's neat. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. A lot of people were upset because they wanted the Switch, and I understand, but I mean, as a non-Switch owner and a 3DS owner, like, I'm okay with it, but I can see why people would want that. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just happy they're finally doing something with it. Like, it's been so long, I've always wanted a Mario Party collection myself, and to see it finally getting, I was like, how does it feel? And there it is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just happy to see they're finally doing something like that. I always wanted a Mario Party collection, dude, because I missed out on so many of the games before. But yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that. Afterwards, they moved on to Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS. Oh, and here's a quote. Metroid fans and Super Smash Bros. Fans will want to check out this one. That's what they said. And I was like, I'm a Super Smash Bros. Fan. I know Samus. It's pretty funny. So there are going to be new abilities and wicked bosses. That's what they said. I'm writing down all these quotes. I have this giant thing in notes right here. It was pretty funny. But yeah, Samus Remake. People have wanted more Metroid content for years, dude. And it's cool to see that people are finally getting it. So good for them. I haven't played that many Metroid games, but I did play this NES one on the channel, so I enjoyed it a lot. It was cool. It was very neat. Fun game. Let's see. I saved the animals, by the way. Don't worry. I know you were worried about the animals, dudes. Okay. Oh, and then after that, they just hit us with so many games, like back to back. It was all Atlas. Atlas RPGs, and I love Atlas content, so it's pretty cool to hear. I'm gonna butcher these names, so forgive me. The first one they talk about was the Alliance Alive. Yeah, sorry. That's apparently gonna be like an old school RPG, is what they said. Another one is Shin Megami Tensei Strange Redux, which I've heard the name of. I don't know anything about. This next one's a cult classic, quote-unquote. Radiant Historia Perfect Chrono... I did not write down this right. An entry in Odyssey 5 demo is available now in the 3DS. So, there you go. If you guys know about any of those, maybe you'd be excited. I don't know. How many people like RPGs who watch my Smash stuff? But I love RPGs. So, it's cool. Atlas does good work. Afterwards, they talked about Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, coming to 3DS. It's cool. I know the Ace Attorney games are pretty neat. I've seen a streamer, Cryotic, and his friends, the Late Night Crew, for the people who watch that. They've made some pretty funny streams about that game. Yeah, so that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge about it, though. And then they talked very briefly about Fire Emblem Warriors after they mentioned Ace Attorney. They're saying it's coming out on October 20th. So Fire Emblem Warriors is going to be on 3DS and Switch. It's pretty cool. And finally, for the 3DS block, I guess, they unveiled a new 2DS that is orange and white. And I wrote down that it looks gross, because it did. It definitely looked gross, and I don't want it. I want the Pokemon one, but that one looked just... Why would you... Why? Maybe if it was orange and black, get my Halloween on, but orange and white? Who likes orange and white? No offense to people who like orange and white, I just think it looks dumb. It looks real dumb. Okay, so they finally moved on to the Switch afterwards. And they open up with talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. A lot of stuff about Xeno 2. The area, it's called Alrest. Alrest is where it all takes place on. And the Titans look so sick, dude. Yeah, there's these giant Titans and all these different colonies. And all the different colonies live on the Titans. And the main character's name is Rex, and he too lives on the Titan. It's a tiny Titan. Tiny Titan, yes. But he lives on it, and I guess they're friends. And there was a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stuff. Let's see. Yeah, there's 8 kingdoms. There's military people, trade people. The bad guys sound British. Nice. I wrote down the bad guys sound British, which is cool. I'm kind of sad that they don't sound super British. That's why I love Xeno 1 so much too, but that was because localization and stuff, by the way, which is pretty interesting, but yeah. Let's see, what else? One of them sounded Irish, one of the colonies, which is cool. Oh, one of the little like Harapon dudes, there's this one quote. He said, "I shall make mountains of cash," and I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, Rex is the main character. Pyra is the girl character. I think we already knew that. There's this one quote that he said he wants to impress the girl, which I thought that was hilarious. I also wrote down thick redheaded girl. Yeah, that's in my notes for some reason. Each Titan is unique from the other. Yeah, that's another point. Like, all the areas are going to be completely different. So, like, one area is going to be like a cave system. The other one's going to be like an open field. So, and they're all going to be unique, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool sounding. Let's see. And then, like, they were talking about the Xenoblade Chronicles stuff for a while. And then they went in about the drivers and the blades. And the way it works is there's a driver, and then there's a person that supplies the blades by, like, giving up their hand, and it turns into a sword or some crazy shit. Like, it was bonkers, dude. And then they went into art. I'm not going to go super into detail because there was a lot here. HP potions drop from enemies. There are attack arts, heal arts, defend arts. It comes out December 1st, and there's going to be Xenoblade Pro controller. Ugh, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. So, there's definitely a lot here. There's definitely a lot to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's for sure. But, oh, by the way, so I get the shield break early, so I'm like, I'll punish with down smash, and I only get 13% from a full charge. It's so weak. It's such a bad move. I just didn't want to steal my other moves. Anyway. Low percent shield break. Dude, I hope it's good. I really hope Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, I'm worried, dude. I don't know. I appreciate the fan service. That's a theme. Huh? Like, I don't know. I hope it's really cool. The thing about... It just has such big shoes to fill. You know what I mean? Like, Xenoblade Chronicles is a game that means a lot to people, so... I don't know, man. I really hope it's awesome. I hope everyone enjoys it. I hope it's good. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. I guess we'll see. It's coming out soon. Less than 2 months. December 1st. Man. The Nats are all like a long presentation about Xenoblade 2. They moved on to Splatoon 2. And they were talking about updates for that. Yeah, apparently the Kelp Dome is going to return. I guess that was a stage with new twists. Yeah, that's what it says. And, yeah, that's cool. Old stage, right? Snapper Claw, Canal is also a new stage they're announcing. So they're announcing a lot of new stages, which is neat. There's a new weapon. It looks ridiculous. It's a Tentabrella. So it's like a giant, like, sword thing that, like, turns into... It's so huge, it's like a tent. It looks really gnarly. And the Kelp Dome is going to be out on an update on Friday. So that's cool. All the people who like Splatoon 2, you get a nice update right there with some more stuff to look to the future look forward to in the future. So that's cool for people who like that game. And then afterwards, they talked about Fire Emblem Warriors. And dude, I wasn't too hyped about it before, but now like it's looking sick, dude. They're showing all these combos with the different characters, and they announced Lynn is going to be in the game, and she had this badass line that said, "If you think I can't handle myself, you are sorely mistaken." And then she just killed everyone with her sword, and she's savage. Yeah, Lynn's from the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem. I actually own that on the Virtual Console, courtesy of Dinos, the homie yourself. And I was thinking about playing that eventually. I've actually played a little bit of it, just to get familiar with how everything works. It's cool. Lynn's awesome. The green-haired girl. So, oh, and it's also, there's going to be amiibos, Chrome, and Tiki. Not really sure who Tiki is. I know Chrome from Smash Brothers, but yeah, so that's cool. People who wanted Chrome to be in Smash. So yeah, they didn't really talk about it too much, but you know what? It really made me want to dig deep into the whole, like, series of Fire Emblem. And I think that's what this whole thing was for, you know? And it did a great job, because it makes me want to learn about all these characters. Mars sounds like a bitch. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's really mean. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to not understanding what he says. Now that the words make sense, it's like, no, but you're Marth. I'm supposed to not understand you. Does that make sense? That's really mean. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. Okay. So they talked about that, and then they moved on to Snipper Clips Plus. Cut It Out Together, which is going to be expansion about from Snipper Clips, launch title. It's going to have 30 new stages, new features, new twist on previous stages. And for the people that already have Snipper Clips, it's going to be DLC. So, I guess it's going to be its own standalone version. And then the people who already bought the base game can buy it as DLC. Cool. Good for people who have friends. There's other stuff. Oh, we'll get to that, though. We'll get to that. That's neat. I heard good things about Snipper Clips. Let's see. Oh yeah, then they announced Morpheus Law Shooters, which is a new shooting game where you're a robot and you're shooting people, and when you shoot them, their like body configuration changes. Like if you shoot someone's leg, it can get smaller, and then they have to move around differently, and it seems like it could actually be pretty cool. Art style's a little far out, but it looks neat. It's a new exclusive, so it has that going up for it. It is an exclusive, so there's another one for the Switch, which it's good for the console. So yeah, there's that. It's coming in winter. Then Rocket League came afterwards. There's gonna be some exclusive Rocket League cars. Some of them like Mario theme, Luigi theme, Samus. But you gotta earn them. Oh yeah, there's this quote. Where was it? You have to earn them in the game if you want to rep your love from Nintendo. Yeah, that's what they said. I thought that was silly. Okay. Then Arena of Valor. It's a new MOBA game for the Switch. Yeah, a MOBA game for the Switch. It's going to have 35 heroes, and it looks like LOL, is what I wrote. It looks like League of Legends, pretty much. Yeah, I never liked MOBAs. I tried League of Legends, dude. I just couldn't get into it. I definitely tried for like a good little while. And I was like, this is too slow for me. You know, no disrespect to the people who, you know, like the game. It just was my cup of tea. Then afterwards, they went in a pretty extensive presentation about Skyrim. Skyrim on the Switch, not too long. But they just said that if you have the amiibo for Breath of the Wild Link, then you can get the tunic from Breath of the Wild, the Hylian shields, and the Master Sword. And there you go. But if you don't have the amiibo, you can actually find these items in Skyrim. And yeah, there you go. Now you can play Skyrim anywhere. It's finally happening. For a while, there was rumors that it wasn't even going to happen because something about the Switch was compatible. I don't know. Just rumors. But yeah, there it is. You can play Skyrim again. I've started Skyrim so many times, dude, and I always get to after you kill the first dragon, and then I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. I don't know where to go. But I always get to the first dragon. But it is fun. It's a fun game. God, it's been out for so long now, huh? Okay, and then they announced the new Doom is coming to the Switch, as well as Wolfenstein 2. And they said some funny quote like, in Wolfenstein 2, it's funny because they're all like saying in their Nintendo like nice voices. In Wolfenstein 2, you can kill the Nazi America or something like that. Nazi infused America or something. It was just funny how he said it. But yeah, man. Doom on the Switch. There you go. It finally happened. Some people were actually surprised by that. They were like, but Nintendo is family friendly. But nah, dude. Doom has been on Nintendo since the N64, you know? I mean, they got Bayonetta. Like, that's not friendly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Wolfenstein kind of took me back like, oh. Yeah, but, yeah, it's a thing. The game Flip Wars is getting a new update and getting a new online battle mode with new stages. So they're updating their previous games they have come out. People who like Flip Wars. Kind of looks like Bomberman, kind of. Yeah. They didn't say anything about Bomberman. I guess Konami doesn't want to update that. Alright, and then they announced Arcade Archives. Arcade Archives. It sounds Mario Bros. So it's a bunch of arcade titles that they're remaking. Kinda. But yeah, they're adding versus modes. So you play against your friends. So it's like you could have you could play Balloon Fight, and you could go versus in Balloon Fight, or Ice Climbers, or the original Mario for the the arcade cabinets. And there's gonna be little differences. And yeah, there's that. That's cool. I'm not too excited about that. Like, I'm sure a lot of people will be though. I'm sure it'll do well. Like, I don't know. I lost my train of thought for a second. I love Marth and Lucina fights. It's real good. But yeah, it's neat, man. Arcade stuff. Oh, and then they announced Breath of the Wild amiibos, new ones. Oh, they look so cool. It's all the champions. And you can get one of each. There's Mifa one, Rivali, Urbosa. I forgot the Goron. What's the Goron's name, dude? Chuck? I'm gonna call him Chuck. It's not Chuck though, but we'll call him Chuck for now. I got 3 out of 4. You gotta give me points on that. But yeah, the amiibos, what they do is use them, and then you get a mask depending on the character that is in the amiibo, and then you get that like a mask for that particular divine beast. So it looks pretty cool. I don't know what the masks do, But Rivali's definitely looks the coolest because it's the bird beak, the giant bird beak. So that looks awesome. Urbosa's amiibo, like her legs are wide open and she's like in the warrior pose, like looking all badass. They look neat. Damn, I bet scalpers are gonna get those immediately. I remember when I was playing through Breath of the Wild looking on Amazon for like Link amiibos, and they were so expensive, dude. Like, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Definitely not at the game stores. Then afterwards, they went through a pretty fast thing about the sports games are coming to the Switch. They're just announcing it. NBA 2K18, FIFA 18, and then WWE 2K18. Yeah, sports entertainment, as they said. So yeah, I guess all the sports games are coming to the Switch. The Twist? No, the Switch. Oh, and then they talk about Pokken Tournament is coming. DX comes out next week, and the demo is out right now. I thought it was already out. I had no idea. I thought the Pokken Tournament DX has been out for months. I had no idea. I thought no one just didn't want to play it. I'm sorry. If you like Pokken Tournament, I don't know. That's cool. I love the concept. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just never got it, I guess. I'm sure I would like it if I got into it. I'm just not into traditional fighting games. The thing is, it just looks so slow because there's all these, like, you get someone down to a certain amount of health, and then there's like these pauses that tell you, oh, now we're in this mode. Like, I don't even understand it. Oh, that red Lucina? That's that little red Riding Hood Lucina. That one's dope. Let's see. Oh, and this one was huge for me. Project Octopath Traveler. It looks so cool. It's from the producers of Bravely Default over at Square Enix. And they described it as being HD 2D. And it looks so dope, dudes. There's 8 travelers, and each has a different talent, quote unquote. They all have different abilities, and there's 8 lands and 8 stories to be told. So that's 8 different campaigns, apparently. They all have unique abilities. Like the warrior can duel people. The one that really stuck out to me was the dancer. The dancer can allure others to follow her, and she can like allure her enemies to follow her, and take her enemies into like a dark alleyway and like kill them. It looked really sick, dude. And she can like summon villagers. Like, she looks cool. It's gonna be turn-based combat, which I love. I love turn-based combat, and it looks so cool. That was like one of the first themes that I was like, dude, I want to Switch now because it looks so awesome. Project Octopath Traveler. Yeah, that looks so cool. I never played Bravely Default, but yeah, dude, no, it looks so neat. Like, now I want to Switch. That's the title that really got me like to want to Switch. Definitely. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Can't wait to try that out. I'm gonna start saving money for that. Like, I want to Switch now for real. Oh, the Cloud Killer, no. Oh wow, me BM. I was in a trolling mood. But yeah, dude, Project Octopath Traveler, definitely like the highlight for me because it was really good storytelling. The narrator was very good. I'm making it sound like, oh, a new adventure and stuff like that. ARM's got an update. There's a new character. It's update version 3, and it's named Lola Pop. And her ability is she gets real fat. And there's new weapons, and now you can map your controls to... Wow, that down tilt destroyed the screen. What happened? Oh yeah, my capture software got like a little messed up near the end here. It's not too bad. Sorry about that though. But yeah, people who enjoy ARMS, apparently a couple of you guys really like ARMS, so that's cool. I don't think it looks too cool. Myself, I think it looks really slow and not fun. At least to watch. Maybe if you're actually playing it, but I was trying to watch matches, so I was like, this looks ridiculous. But yeah, there's a new update, so there you go. Let's see. Dragon Quest Builders. Yeah, that's another thing. Apparently that was already out in Japan, but it's coming to the Switch. It looks really, really cool. It's like kind of voxel shape stuff, right? And it's a combat action RPG. And you like build terrain. And yeah, it kind of looks like Minecraft kind of, but with voxels. Well, Minecraft is voxels, but better. And like you're fighting, you have little quests and stuff. It looks fun. That's probably the second thing that I would say is a highlight for me. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders, that looks real cool. I can see myself putting a lot at a time. And you even get like little mounts, little cat mounts and stuff. It's fantastic. Okay, Kirby Star Ally. They announced that you can actually, you don't need friends. Thank God. It's like Kirby Superstar, where you can create allies with certain stars, and then the enemies will come and follow you around. And yeah, you don't need friends to play Kirby, which is very good news for me. Yeah, and you can have up to 3 allies, and it looks cool. All the Kirby games always look so neat, dude. Like, I don't feel like they were meant to be hard, you know? Oh god, I'm running low on time. Okay, new eShop titles. There's random stuff like Adult Swim games and Super Meat Boy, which apparently is going to be randomly generated, which is pretty cool. Super Meat Boy Forever, I think it's called. Oh yeah, dude, Sonic Forces looks like Sonic Boom. I said it. There's one scene, it's totally, like the reins, just the shakiness of the reins. It looks just like Sonic Boom, dude, and I'm worried. But we'll see how that turns out. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 is coming to the Switch. LA Noire, with all the DLC, and new costume powers, is coming to the Switch. And then finally, the grand finale, Mario Odyssey. They showed off some capture abilities. They showed off all the worlds. They announced a new snow area. And apparently you collect these power moons. And like it's like a giant open hub world. And you have to find these power moons to charge up your Odyssey like mobile. Then when you get a certain amount, you can go on to the next world. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, it looks a lot cooler than I first gave it credit for. It looks fun. It does. At first, I saw Mario Odyssey, I was like, the hat, But you know what? It actually, like, this trailer did a good job about, like, showing off cool stuff about it. But yeah, the power moons are hidden all over the place. Some of the places look way too sneaky. There's amiibos for that. Mario, Bowser, and Peach. They all do different things. Interact with the game. There's mini games and leaderboards. You can do custom looks and you can make yourself look like Dr. Mario. Put custom stickers on the ships. There's a snapshot mode that is like perfect for making thumbnails, which is ironic because Nintendo is Nintendo. They want to keep a lot of classic gameplay elements. They showed off Mario's first girlfriend. I forget her name. She was like singing in a club. It's coming out October 27th. And there's Mario Joy-Cons. And that was the presentation. Everything in the presentation summed up. Alright, I wish I had more time just to talk, but I'm actually out of footage here. Yeah, this was my last fight on Fort. But I will say, my favorite themes were the Odyssey, the 8th Odyssey theme, and the Dragon Quest Builder theme. That also looked cool. Yeah. You know, it was a cool presentation. No Smash. And there was no Smash, hence the tag. So the Switch is still useless, and I'm never getting one. I'm just kidding. No, I definitely want one after that, though. That was a cool presentation. Alright, dudes, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about the presentation. And I will see you guys later. Peace.